Hello Year 9, this is just a quick video from me to say hello and just to go through the results of the survey that a lot of you completed. Thank you for doing that, and just to chat through some of the ideas that you came up with in terms of keeping yourself busy and keeping yourself healthy mentally and physically during this period when we're at home. So I hope that you're all well. I will say this again throughout the video, but remember, if you want to talk to us about anything or you want someone to get in touch with you, both myself, Mr Ford and your form tutors are all still working, and you can drop us an email anytime and we will email you back or get back in touch with you via Teams or on the phone if that's what you prefer. Okay, so I'm going to have a look at the results that we had from the survey which I sent out. So 72 people responded with regard to how their week has been, and it was about 3 and a bit stars, okay, which is kind of what I would expect. It's quite a difficult time for you at the moment, and there are going to be days when you feel better than others. And some days when you can get lots done, and other days when you find it more difficult. So that is completely normal. Just bear in mind that if you do feel really low or you feel persistently low or anxious, please do get in touch with us, and or you can have a look at the poster that Miss Powell sent through a few weeks ago with her weekly email, which gives you lots of information about organisations you can contact to get some support. So the second question asked if you've managed to do schoolwork in the past week. Okay, the vast majority of you have said yes, most or all of it, or yes, some of it. So that's really encouraging for us. Some of you have said a little, and then there's also a few of you who've said, quite understandably, that you've struggled to understand some of the work. Okay, so a few ideas that I would suggest going forward, which might be helpful for you, is to make a timetable. Okay, it doesn't have to be more than about 3 hours a day. You can start the timetable at a time which works for you. So I did, I believe your tutors have, and I have also sent round an example of a timetable. Maybe aim to do 3 tasks per day. I know some of you have said to me that you see all this work and go for schools and that you can find that a little bit overwhelming. If you just say to yourself, okay, I'm going to do 3 tasks per day, and set aside time to do those tasks, maybe 2 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, give yourself some breaks, make sure that you take some time to take some exercise, and ideally to have some fresh air, perhaps go out into the garden. And the other thing you could do is to try different ways of presenting your work. So it doesn't always have to be written. You could use storyboards, you could make a podcast about something that you're learning about, you could make a video, you could do an animation. And teachers are very open to students presenting work in different ways. You could perhaps get involved in some of the competitions that are available as well and do something a bit different and perhaps win a prize. I sent round a list of those competitions recently. And always ask, if you need help, please do email or send a message to your teacher on Teams and ask for some help. Teachers are more than happy to help you. They can make a quick video to explain something, they can send you an example, they can recommend a video. There's lots of things that we can do to help. We asked what subjects you did well with, first of all, which ones you found were going really well. Those responses were all quite different, and there was no single subjects perhaps that stood out more than others. Obviously, some of you subjects are doing well with different subjects than others. Subjects that you struggled with, however, maths was quite a common feature on there. Music and science were on there as well. Maths, obviously I'm a maths teacher, so I'm a little bit biased. I think it's, absolutely the best subject, but I do recognise that for some people it can be difficult. And it is really hard to teach yourself something at home when you're used to having a teacher there to help you and to demonstrate it on the board. we are making videos as a maths department. You will find that there are videos on most of the work that you're set on the YouTube channel. There are also lots of videos you can find online, and your teacher can recommend different websites that you can look at. And it is music, again, quite a difficult subject without support. But please do, as I say, get in touch with your teachers, do ask for help. It's also worth remembering that, when we're learning, that's often when we're struggling. When we struggle, that's when we often learn the most. Okay, so, resilience is really important. Sometimes we really have to persevere with something and look at it a few times before we can get our heads around it. So please do persevere. I've included a really lovely quote, one of my favourite quotes, by Nelson Mandela, who I'm sure most of you will know was an anti-apartheid campaigner, and he was imprisoned for 27 years for his beliefs and for his campaigns. And he says, "Do not judge me by my success, judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again." And I think that's really important at the moment when life is difficult and things are a struggle. Yes, we will fail. Yes, there are times when things won't go so well, but it's that getting back up and getting on and trying again is so, so important. And then we asked you what you had done to help your physical and emotional health. Listening to music, fantastic, really popular. Exercising, also brilliant. Whenever you're exercising, you're releasing endorphins in your brain that make you feel good, that make you feel happy. Listening to music, studies have also shown that makes you feel contented and happy. Talking to friends on video chat and family on video chat, really important. And I think it's worth saying that if you have a friend who hasn't been in touch, or that you are concerned about because they haven't been responding to your calls, then do let us know and we can perhaps give them a call and check everything's okay if it's someone from Savile Ward. Not many of you have taken a break from social media, which is perhaps understandable at the moment. I think it's about balance, making sure that doesn't rule your life. Lots of you cooking, baking, being creative in the kitchen, and we've seen some of the evidence of that. Some of you reading as well, which is superb. And one on there, which is being kind to someone. 28 of you said that you've been kind to someone. And kindness is, so important. And actually, when we are kind to other people, it makes us feel good as well. You will feel better when you're being kind to others. So in a world where you can be anything, be kind, a really lovely quote. And remember that kindness is to others and also to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. If you're finding something difficult and you're getting to and feeling stressed, well, just say, I've done the best I can. I'll have a go another day. I'm working hard. I'm doing my best. And be gentle with yourself. What are you struggling with? Okay, motivation was a big response that we had there. Loneliness, people feeling lonely, not being able to see their friends or some of their family. Some of you are struggling with time and managing to get the work done. Missing friends, some of you obviously struggling with that, not being able to see your friends. Family, some of you missing parts of your family that you can't see. And some of you struggling with just family relationships, sharing the workspace, sharing laptops with other people in your family, younger brothers and sisters, older brothers and sisters. Some of you are at home looking after brothers and sisters while your parents are working. Mum and dad trying to get you to work can cause a few issues as well. And anxiety as well, something that was raised by a few of you. And sleep. A lot of people's sleep patterns have changed. People are sleeping longer in the mornings and staying up later at night is quite common. And your hair. Yes, I think lots of us are struggling because we can't get a haircut. And unfortunately, that is one of the downsides. My husband is starting to look like someone out of Status Quo, if you've heard of them. A very old band with very long hair. So, yes, some of those things are more serious than others. Do make sure that you make time to talk to your friends on video chat if you can. Motivation's a tricky one, and I think that's where having a routine comes in again. You know, saying, okay, I'm going to work for 3 hours per day, maybe work 10 to 11, have a break, 11:30 to 12:30, have a break, 2 to 3, and then spend some time doing things that you enjoy. And I think that will really help with motivation and with time. And I know sometimes I've got, you know, the teenage children, and they come down in the morning and they say, oh, I just can't concentrate today. You know, it's about just getting on with it, even when you feel that way, and then taking breaks. And quite often it's just getting started. Once you've actually started, you get into it, and, you know, it becomes easier. Anybody who's having issues with anxiety, or, you know, feeling particularly low, as I said before, please do get in touch with us, and we will do what we can to help you. Okay, so please do, as I've just said, contact us. Remember, you can use Teams now. You can email the Year 19 in the usual way. You can email your form tutor or your class teachers. Don't keep problems to yourself. You know, we are still working every day, and we are happy to help you. So, you know, it is always better to share a problem than to keep it to yourself. And that doesn't have to be about schoolwork. That can be issues that you're struggling with emotionally, or to do with being at home with your family. Please do get in touch if you need to share share those issues with us. I'm going to leave you now with just some funny little pictures that I've come across on the internet that made me laugh, and I'm going to wish you a really good week. And as I say, please do get in touch if you need to, and take care.